Yo, yo, yo. This is Messiah, the host, or the guy talking in the beginning of the episode of the Houston Collective. You know, the place where we show off local music, get to know them a little bit. And, one thing I do want to mention, it is Fun Drive. I don't play sports, but here comes a pitch. So ever since I've been here, I've always wanted to get myself a brick. So I was just wondering, we should all get bricks. Go to kpft.org and be like, yo, where's my brick? I want it now.
Roam these streets for hours, bakeries and shops for flowers, libraries and coffee shops, all would be my dream without a thought. For you, I'm writing down the street names, they all sound super weird. Anything to keep myself from wishing you were here. I can't enjoy myself when I'm by myself, and all I see is blue, 'cause I'm staring at the most beautiful town with tears in my eyes, just wishing you were around to be here with me. 'Cause baby, London is lonely. Every time I pass a phone booth, I always look around to see if I can find a single quarter laying on the ground, and just give you a call, see if you're there waiting on the other line. I'm staring at the most beautiful town with tears in my eyes, just wishing you were around to be here with me. 'Cause baby, London is lonely. If ever was a time I felt so far away, it would be here, standing on this stage, 'cause you're not here with me. So baby, London is lonely. Oh, London is lonely. Big Ben keeps ticking away. I'm dreading every moment that I stay. Burned our bridge faster than the London Bridge could fall. But after all, I'm staring at the most beautiful town with tears in my eyes, just wishing you were around to be here with me. 'Cause baby, London is lonely. If ever was a time I felt so far away, it would be here, standing on this stage, 'cause you're not here with me. So baby, London is lonely. Oh, London is lonely. You're not here with me. So baby, London is lonely.
Woo! Well, hello and welcome to KPFT Sessions, coming to you live from KPFT 90.1 FM in Houston. I'm your host, Messiah, and with us is also DJ Rico Black.
Yo.
Yo. Well, I lost it again. Sorry.
Well, you do that often.
I do that often. I'm still new at this radio stuff. But this program is powered by our community of supporters. If you appreciate the music and stories shared here, please consider donating to help us keep the airwaves alive with the local talent. Visit kpft.org to contribute. Today, we are thrilled to have Maddy, Grace, and Colton James. Okay. Well, let us know. And how are you guys today? How far did you guys get here? Or how far did you travel to get here?
We're good. We traveled 45 minutes. Didn't take too long. We're from Alvin, so.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Well, thanks for showing up and gracing us with your music. See what I did there? I'm awful at puns.
I hate it here. Sometimes.
So well, here, tell us a little bit about you. Like, what's your origin story? how did you get started? How long have you been playing music? How long have you been playing with
With my brother,
Yeah.
Colton?
Oh, probably forever then.
Yes. Well, for the past 2 years, we've been going around doing shows. I'm 15. He just turned 13. So it was last year at the beginning we started playing our own shows. I've been writing songs for about 2 years now. So we have about 20 originals that we do in our rotation of songs. I've written definitely over 100. And so, yeah.
Whoa, man! I can't wait to see how you guys like.
What I was doing at their age?
Yeah,
Not
I was not
productive.
doing anything cool like this at 15. But, so, that was an original song that you guys just played?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. What was it about?
So
How'd you write?
I like writing imaginary breakup songs. So that was one of my new ones. I had been going through a lot of like writer's block, and I hadn't written in a long time. And I was on Pinterest, and I saw this post, and it was like writing prompts, and it had a whole bunch of like titles, and that was one of them, and it just said London is lonely, and I was like, okay, like let's use that. And so I started writing, and I finished that song in like 20 minutes. I went in his room, I had the guitar, and I was just like messing around with the chords. So he plays guitar, I don't really play, but I know chords, so I told him what to do. He kind of fixed it up and added some cool riffs, and so that's how that song came.
Awesome. Well, what do you have next for us?
The next song is called Useless Information, and it's one that I wrote last summer. It's just about like when you know somebody really well and you remember all the things about them, but then like you stop talking to them and you're not friends with them anymore, and everything you know about them is just useless information.
I like that. Well, please take it away.
Alright, this is useless information.
Your favorite color's blue. You like to drive alone every night. I know your favorite shows, so please tell me why this has to end. What am I supposed to do with all this useless information? You're always in my head, and now you've gone away. And you told me everything that I believed I need to know one day, and I've got no choice but to forget. I know your favorite songs, the way you run your hands through your hair. You know all the books that I have read. So please tell me why this has to end. 'Cause I'm feeling like I just lost a friend. What am I supposed to do with all this useless information? You're always in my head, and now you've gone away. And you told me everything that I believed I need to know one day, and now I've got no choice but to forget. I memorized supposed to do with all this useless information? You're always in my head, and now you've gone away. And you told me everything that I believed I need to know one day. And now I've got no choice but to forget.
Woo! So, all right. So the thing that I was trying to think of is, do you guys come from a musical family?
No, sir.
None of our parents played instruments or anything. We just kind of picked it up.
Where did this come from?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, whoa! Like if I didn't know, I would think that you guys have been playing forever.
Well,
And this is only a 2-year thing.
Yes, sir.
he started guitar.
So I originally started playing guitar when I was 7, but I learned 4 chords, and then I was in guitar lessons for about a month, and then we stopped going until I was 10, and I took lessons with a friend of ours from church named Brad Blackwell. He taught me just about everything I know. Him and YouTube, and
Hey,
that's just
YouTube University. I
YouTube
love
and
that.
Brad, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was like 3 or 4 years ago, my dad, he basically forced me to learn a song on the piano because I did not want to do it, but I'm so glad he did. It was Taylor Swift's New Year's Day was the first song I ever learned, and I'm so glad he made me learn that song because I would not be where I am today without it.
Oh, well, shout out to Dad. I wish I could turn the camera to you. Well, what's next on the list today?
This one's kind of a new one of ours. It's called Whispering Secrets to the Enemy. It's about when people are just telling you lies, but you know that it's not the truth.
I like this. Well, then I can't wait to hear this.
You ready?
Yeah.
The lies they were telling from a mile away. Should have seen the souls they were selling, trying to come up with the pay. I shook hands with the devil while he was in disguise. Couldn't see behind his back, he was holding the knife. Have I been whispering secrets to the enemy without knowing they were against me? When the sun comes up, will I see it was all a little scheme? Have I been whispering secrets to the enemy? When the truth comes out, will I see that I should have known better than to open up to a stranger? Should've known from the cards they were playing it was only a sick little game. When they convinced me I was going crazy, that's when I called them the same. Have I been whispering secrets to the enemy without knowing they were against me? When the sun comes up, will I see it was all a little scheme? Have I been whispering secrets to the enemy? When the truth comes out, will I see that I should have known better than to open up to a stranger? I shook hands with the devil while he was in disguise. Couldn't see behind his back, he was holding the knife. Have I been whispering secrets to the enemy without knowing they were against me? When the sun comes up, will I see it was all a little scheme? Have I been whispering secrets to the enemy? When the truth comes out, will I see that I should have known better than to open up to the enemy? Ooh, have I been whispering secrets stranger.
All right, I have more questions. Where do you find inspiration to write these? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
My inspiration comes from all kinds of things. What I always tell people is like I've never been in a relationship, so I write all these breakup songs, but they're not about any. Well, technically they're not about anybody, and like for me, I just take like no matter what emotion you feel, it can turn into a breakup song, or it can be a song or anything. So if I'm like happy, then I'll write like a love song, or if I'm like upset or sad or angry, then it just like you can pin it on like an imaginary person and it just turns into a breakup song.
okay. So do you write songs of like real experiences that you have, or are they mainly imaginary breakup songs? I love it.
Well,
though.
most of them are, but I do have about 3 or 4 that are like about anxiety, or I have one called Home. It's just about like when you're in a new town and it's kind of about being homesick, like moving away.
Mhm.
So that one's, yeah.
So do you guys play shows often?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do you? Okay. Are you guys playing at bars? Like what? Like
Yes,
how?
sir.
Really? All right. So
Sometimes, yes.
how is that experience being really far from drinking age, but playing at bars?
I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. I find it. Everybody's always like, "You're 15. Like, what are you doing in here?" But like anywhere that we can get booked, we're playing because that's just what we love to do.
Awesome. Well, I bet you're probably never gonna drink after hanging out at bars and seeing like drunk people all the time.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, how many times a week do you guys play? Where do you guys play normally? Out?
We have a place in Alvin that we have a couple more shows booked. We played our first one there recently, actually. It's called Big Axe Bar and Grill.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite venues. They have a really big stage, so that one's fun. And then there's one, Galveston Bay Brewery. We know the manager, so we've been booked there a couple times.
Sweet. So, have you guys ever like played shows out towards this way, like the Rustic? Because I feel like I can see you two on a stage at the Rustic all the
We
time.
have yet to play at the Rustic. That is definitely on our bucket list of places that we want to play really bad. But I think we've had we've gone to open mics up here at, where was it? There was
It's a-
coffee shop at West End. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So, do you reach out to people, or does your booking agent
My momager.
reach out?
My momager.
The momager. Oh, that's a
Shout
good
out
one.
to mom. Shout out to mom.
Yeah, no. So, do people reach out to you, or is she the one that's like hitting people up and like, hey?
Most of the time,
them.
it's both. Because a lot of times she'll email places and like send our stuff, try and get us booked. Or sometimes we'll go to like their open mics where we could do 3 songs, and then they'll be like, hey, you can play a show here. So.
Wow. So, do you guys like go on a like a little break when school starts, or like this is just crazy to me. Like, how talented you guys are, and playing shows, and going to school too.
We're homeschooled, so we take classes on Mondays at our church. It's like a co-op, so we have classes, and then we do the rest of the work at home. So, but most of the time the shows are at night, so it doesn't really.
And are you guys playing till like 2 in the morning type deal?
No,
Okay,
no.
yeah.
It's usually like 7 to 11 or 8 to 7.
That's still hardcore.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Man.
I don't have that energy at any age.
Yeah. So then is your folks also the roadies, or do
Yes,
they
and
make
we
you?
have a little sister. She
Yeah,
helps a lot too.
She's always my ready. She'll get my guitar and get all my stuff ready for me.
Awesome. Well then, here, give me 1 sec. Let me turn that one real quick. But sorry. All right.
Well, that's just Messiah, the video guy.
Yeah. Awesome. So then, do you guys like pull a giant crowd from like your classmates from homeschool and like? Well, I guess they can't go to a bar. Now that I think about it, sorry, like my mind is blown. So how do you play shows where you can invite your friends over, or how does that even
Usually-
work?
Usually the venues we play are bar and grills, so it's a restaurant, and they that's the only reason we're allowed, you know?
Okay.
So our friends do come sometimes from our school or our youth group.
At our most recent one, Big X, we had a bunch of our friends show up. That one was probably one of the most funnest for me.
Oh, I bet. Like having a room full of your friends while you're performing is probably exhilarating. I go on stage every once in a while and just being there, I feel nervous for you guys. I hope this is easy and seamless for you. But yeah, let us know where people can find this music.
Okay, so we have a website. It's maddygracemusic.com. Maddy is spelled Maddy. So if you go to maddygracemusic.com, you can find the links to all of our social medias or streaming platforms and all kinds of stuff. I have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all of the platforms.
Sweet. So, and just look up Maddy Grace.
Yes.
What? No? Do
She's
you?
not on
Well, I'm
the-
not on the website. You can look up Maddy Grace and Colton James, and
Okay.
it'll come up both ways. So like our uncle does all of our he does all the website and stuff. And so if you search up a bunch of random things, Maddy Grace Music, Maddy Grace and Colton James, it'll pop up close to the top. Either one you search.
Okay.
Man, shout out to the family though.
Yeah, no, I
Talk
love
about
this.
support.
Yeah, because I mean, it's doing this solo or not with the family is probably going to be tough. So like, I would totally embrace that and be like, hey, can you pump up the promotion, guys?
Yeah, shout out to the little sister too.
Yeah, the roadie. All right, well, here I'm gonna do a little quick outro, real quick, and then we'll have you guys take us home. But thank you too for sharing your music and stories with us today, and thank you,
Yes, sir.
DJ Rico.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah,
Thank
nope.
you guys.
Yeah, it was awesome. My mind is blown as it usually is when I do these, because seeing the scene out here is awesome. But yeah, a big thank you to everyone behind the scenes, to our listeners. Don't forget to support local music and artists like Maddy Grace and Colton James by checking out live shows and following them online. You can also watch the full interview and performance on YouTube by searching KPFT Sessions. Woo! You've been listening to KPFT 90.1 FM. We hope you enjoyed today's sessions as much as we did. Until next time, keep supporting local artists and keep the music alive. Goodbye.
I got a letter from your lawyer.
Just kidding. You're going to have to go and check that out on YouTube, because that's a YouTube exclusive performance. And, oh, hey, you know what? That also reminds me. KPFT.org. And be like, yo, where's my brick? I want it next to Messiah's brick, because I'll be getting one too. I think that can't say forever without a brick. At least that's my thinking, because I enjoy this place. They let me do silly stuff like this, talk to myself in my living room. Over-analyzing my nose whistle. It's driving me crazy. I mean, I guess that's letting me know that I have a good mic, or maybe the gain's too high. Look, guys, I'm still learning. So for everyone that's been tuning in, I appreciate you, because I'm learning. And yeah, you know, at the very least, you can listen to the artist, because here's one coming up. Hello, and welcome to the Long River Sessions, filmed at Community Cultivation Network. I'm your host, Messiah, and with us, literally right next to me, is Blue and DJ Rico Black. We have J-Lon right there. Foreheaded, yeah, there we go. Look at that. That is the crew picture right there. Marlon's hiding back there, and we had we had Basil here helping us out. But this is this is a fun day today, and we're making sure that we're covering all bases here as far as the musicians go, and this is our first repeat offender. Sorry. Emily Glazener, she was also on KPFT, but we loved her so much at KPFT, we had to bring her back a third time. Yes, a third time. This might be the second time you're seeing her currently, but she was also here for the Women in Music showcase that we had here a little while ago. But how are you doing, Emily?
Oh, I'm fabulous.
Yeah, well,
I'm all rested and good to go.
you rested, yes. So you just came back from a UK tour. Was that a tour? Because I know you did a bunch of recordings.
Tour. Yeah, because I'm a mom. My kids are 11 and 15, and I can't stay away for more than 2.5 weeks because it's wrong. Like, it's wrong to do that to my parents and my wonderful mother-in-law. So yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Look at that. See, she still goes on tour and still handles it and still comes back and being a great mama. So, we've heard several songs on the KPFT sessions, and I know that you have several different songs today. What's the first song you're playing today?
I'm going to play Au revoir, mon amour. It actually happens to be my mom's favorite, which is funny because everybody's, oh yeah, your mom loves everything you do. No. No, I have a different kind of mom. She's wonderful, but she's like, I know you like that, but I don't like that. And she really loves this song. She goes, the one that I can't pronounce. I was like, Au revoir, mon amour. She's like, yeah, that's the one.
You're going to have to spell that for me. So when I put it in the track, okay, thank you.
It's goodbye, my love in French.
Oh, okay.
It's very cheeky.
Cheeky. Well, let's get into it, Emily.
With love is where I long to be, beside you, to guide you. Still I know that I'm not she. And you're so cruel when you're so kind, but you're a fool to act so blind. Au revoir, mon amour. If I worship the ground you walked on, then I never would be free. So I cast out this bottle into the deep dark sea, lifted from a curse, left me dry. You left me lifted from a curse. Now I leave you behind. Au revoir, mon amour. Au revoir, mon amour. I can't hear your lies anymore. Au revoir, mon amour. Don't come a knocking around my door. Don't come a knocking around my door. Au revoir, mon amour, to Paris with love. That was where I longed to be. But I know now, yes, I know now that I'll find me somewhere in between. And you're so cruel when you're so kind. When you're so, but you're a fool, and now I'll leave you behind. Au revoir, mon amour. Au revoir, mon amour. I can't hear your lies anymore. Au revoir, mon amour. Don't come a knocking
So you just came back from the UK tour. How
did.
was that compared to playing shows out here in Houston or Texas?
Like, I can say that whenever I go over there, I play for about an hour and 45 minutes. So really, it's like two hours. But then once you do 2 45-minute sets, and you can bleed your music into other songs quite well, and you can do a singer-songwriter thing, like sitting down like I am with you guys. And the way that they come out and listen, and this is up north in the Newcastle area, and I was in Scotland as well. The way they come in and listen to what you have to say and the songs, a lot of times here, and I love it here, but they almost always want to hear covers. And the way that you can shift things around and play your music and songs that inspire you as well, and just the flow and the Guinness. So, sorry. It's really that. I think that's the biggest difference, is that love and truly wanting to hear your music is pretty great.
That's kind of awesome because I have noticed that more people are more venues are want to hear or want performers to do covers more than anything. So that's great to hear that outside of Houston, that people want to hear originals,
Mhm.
and that it's well received. And so is the crowd just as hyped
Yeah.
to see the originals, and they're getting in there and like
When you blend it just the right way, because like I have a certain amount of originals, and I can play probably about an hour, but if you're playing 2 hour shows, you got to have other things in there. And just the way that they get together, and I almost always close every show with Circle. And when I do that, there's a breakdown in it, and everybody claps along, and there's this unity, and it's just beautiful. It happened yesterday, but it happened every gig that I played, whether it was when I was running into an open mic to be able to get more gigs added to my tour. It's such a great thing, and I really enjoyed playing there, just like I really enjoy playing here. Like there's so many venues here that are open to original music. It's just a lot of artists will pass on it in the sense of being paid, So that's a big thing. So if you're fortunate enough to get some really great cover gigs, make sure you blend them into these amazing places that do cater to original music. They're far and few between, but they're amazing.
Yes, I agree that they are few and far between, but I feel like being able to showcase your originals is where it's at as an artist. You know what I mean? Instead of playing other people's, although hearing renditions of other people's stuff is still just as great. Like I love hearing covers, but at the same time, I'm like I want to hear what you have to tell us.
I totally get that. When I was doing my shows, I would pick out different songs, like I did the Aha song earlier. Or I would pick out different folk songs or different people who've inspired me, and I play them just as well enough for you to know who I'm playing, and then I give my own little twist to it, and that's fun as well. And I normally will play those songs that are kind of like I can sit and I can tell you, this is what I thought the very first time I ever heard this song, Like I love the song "A Different Corner" by George Michael, and most people don't know it's or Wham, and that's a beautiful, beautiful track. And just like I said, or the way that I sing "Tiny Dancer" is my own way of doing it. Or I like to break things down so I'm playing an Elton John song. But that's the way Emily does it. Or other artists that are singer-songwriters as well that I know of, that I have been fortunate enough to know their songs and say, hey, this, like Adam Chester is an amazing singer-songwriter. And I'll play one of his and say, this is an Adam Chester song. Y'all check out his album. It's so great.
Awesome. Well, so what do you have next?
What do I have next?
Yeah.
I've got this song called Blue. Now, it's a sad song, but it's also a happy song in the sense of I was sitting at my desk years ago, probably 2021, because in 2021, I was inspired to write so much. I don't know, it just happened. I wrote so many songs, and I could hear my children playing outside my window, and they were laughing and having fun and running around. And I thought, okay, well, this is okay. After losing my husband, sometimes, children get lost in that sadness, and they weren't. And that for me was a beautiful thing. And so I wrote them the song, Blue. Won't you smile again for me? The letter is in the mailbox, and the kids, they're playing in the street, and I can hear the radio from the car next door, but I am lost now in your dream. Blue, blue, blue. Won't you smile again for me? 'Cause I've been waiting for your next line, and I've been calling you in my sleep, and I've been thinking that I should let go, but your smile, it carries me. Blue, blue. Won't you smile again for me? 'Cause I've been down, I've been up, I've been wronged, I was loved, I've seen it through all these years. You've been gone, I carried on, I walked through fear, but now I know you were always here. Won't you smile again for me? When I lay down at night, I know their laughter brings meaning to life. And if we stare out into the ocean or the sky, we see blue. And your smile carried me, and your smile carried me.
My name's not Blue, but I was smiling.
Well, my
She's
husband
blue.
had denim blue eyes, like not kind of blue that everybody else, like, sky blue, or looks like the sea down at Cabo and things like that. His eyes were this beautiful dark denim blue, and I never lost them because my 15-year-old has those same eyes, and my beautiful youngest stepson Jacob, he's 22, he's got those eyes, and so I get to see them whenever I see them. I see Steven every day. I mean, he's bursting into my room stealing all my stuff before he goes to school because I'm a cool mom. I was like, don't, that's Mike, no. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I guess you can have them. That little story gave me the chills right there. So does that trip you out? Like, I mean, you
No,
know,
because y'all have met Stephen. He came
Yeah,
out
yeah,
for the
yeah,
other
yeah.
thing. And he is pretty much the spitting image of his father. And it was so cute when he was little. I can remember they went into a convenience store and the woman screamed like, it scared him. He's about 3 years old. And my husband was mad and he comes home and he goes, can you believe that? And I was like, well, y'all do look like it's kind of like you spit him on the floor. She goes, that's exactly what she said, that I spit him on the floor, that none of you must be there. Like he was a clone. I was like, and I think that's really special, especially, he's gone. So it's so neat for my son to look in the mirror and to see his dad looking back at him. And I think is a pretty cool thing.
it's definitely a cool thing,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that does it ever catch you off guard? And you're like, whoa, I thought I
Sometimes, like,
okay.
Older that he gets and he'll say something, I'll be like, well, look, I'll give you a great example. My stepson, my beautiful stepson is 27, and his name is Zachary, and I just ignore him, and he'll call me Emily, and I'm like, oh, okay, wait, okay, whoo, a little bit different than that, and he'll laugh because he sounds just like his father. I mean, he sounds just like him. Whenever I talk to Jacob, his younger brother, he sounds like him. Or my youngest son doesn't necessarily look too much like him. He acts like him because he acts like the other two. So therefore that just runs into what it should be. But he'll do things that are just like his dad. I'm like, I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I said, Dad, you get that from your daddy. And he loves that. He thinks that's great.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's pretty special.
Well, changing the subject a little bit, and just because it's out of curiosity, do they also the Guinness out there? Is it also? Sorry.
We were talking about in the UK. Yes. I'm still yet to make it to Ireland. So like next year, I'm going to come back and be like, oh my gosh, scratch that.
It's different.
It's so much better. I guarantee you I'm saying that.
So do they do it with nitro or not? Is it nitrous or nitro or with like the weird creamy head that comes on it? Yeah.
So like they'll pour it, you get
With
it.
the spoon?
They pull it. No, they pull it, right? And then you have that huge like head on it, and they're so wonderful. And they step it aside, and they have this great conversation with you. Then they pull it back, and by the time, especially in Scotland, by the time I had it was like almost. I was like, oh, I love you so much, I had the greatest compliments. And the gentleman that I was out there with, his name is Paul Templeman, and he's a promoter, and he's such a sweet guy. And he goes, I've got something to tell you, but I don't want you to get upset with me. But it's a compliment, but I don't know how you're going to take it. Because if somebody buys you a drink, I'm going to finish it, right? We had one place, we went into an open mic in Edinburgh. He's like, I need just play one song. We've got to move on to the next place. We've got to get that show. And I said, okay. So I played the song. I played Circle really quickly. It got out. I walked over, and I didn't have Guinness this time. He had the Guinness, and I had a cider, and I had probably 3/4 of it left. And I said something to him. I downed it like that, set it down. I was like, okay, we're ready to go. He walked out, and so the reason he goes, so back there when you took that drink, I just want to tell you that you drink like a man. And I said, that doesn't offend me at all. That's great. I'm not going to waste any beer. You bought that for me. I'm not a slosh and I'm not going to be out. But if somebody buys me a beer, even if it tastes terrible, which it didn't, but they have, I'm going to finish the beer because that's just the right thing to do. But it was really great when Paul was like, you drink like a man.
So
thank you.
What are some terrible tasting beers? Is it an IPA?
I did have one up there that was really, really and then he had bought it the week before, because I was back and forth all these different places, and he and his wife were so wonderful to take me in. So the first time we went out to Edinburgh, was still the end of July, and yeah. Yeah, that was it was the one of these things we went into I think this called something Blinky, and we went in and we got a beer really quickly, and we had missed the cutoff for the open mic, so we had to move to the next place. And he goes, "Hey, you're gonna finish that, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." It was,
I guess.
I'm gonna finish this terrible beer you just bought. But yeah, after that, I didn't get any more of those. I went with what is it, Finnegan's or something like that, which is an Irish beer. I don't think I'm saying that right, which is really really good, or a Guinness. Or a cider. And ciders are so delicious. They're like, "Do you want an apple cider?" I was like, "Yeah, pretty much. I don't want you to put any kind of stuff in there that I don't know about that I'm going to have to drink because this is good. Because I'm going to drink that pint."
And then,
Or the best, right? They're like, "Are you sure you want another one?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not driving because I'm not driving anywhere in the UK. I'm just riding along or taking the train."
oh,
I'm good.
sweet. So the public transportation
Oh,
is
I
pretty
love
good
public
there.
transportation.
Was it hot out there? Not
It
Texas hot?
was, but it's not Texas hot. And I'll give you a great example. So when you want to save money, like I even got like something from my apartment complex was like, "Please don't go below 76. I'm like, "Y'all are crazy. Okay, on my AC, right? Y'all are crazy. I'm gonna go way below that, but like I'm not gonna tell you." And so it'd be like 76 degrees out there. So what we would, so they do Celsius. So I don't know, it's like 20 something. And they were like, "Oh, it's hot." And I was like, "This is what we put AC at." But this is what we, and they're like, "You do not." And I was like, "Yeah, it's so hot. We got like 102. So when you come in and it's at 76 at my dad's house, because it's going to be at 68 at my house, it's going to be a lot cooler." So yeah.
Oh man, 68. I'd be
And
freezing.
and it's a lie when people tell you that you get served hot beer over there. No, you don't. You get ice cold, delicious beer, cider. They're wonderful.
I would hope so.
And then here's the other thing: if they say, "Oh, they don't have ice," just ask. Say, "Hey, man, I'm from Texas, and it's really, really hot, and I'm just so used to that. Can I have some more ice?" And they're like, "Yeah." You don't have to say you're from America. You can say you're from Texas. Right in.
Oh, that's good to know. So just anywhere outside of the U.S. I go, it's like, "I'm from
You're
Texas."
from Texas. Yeah, yeah,
Good,
yeah.
good. Well, that.
It's true.
It is true. It's true.
So what's next on the list today?
So the next on the list today is a song called Spotlight. And I think I've told you before, I really love the artist, and I got to meet her, Sarah McGinnis. I love Sarah McGinnis so much. Amazing. She had Sarah McGinnis Sings Cabaret. I think I was there for like the third show, and I sat in the front row. It was so great. And years and years ago, she had this thing on World's Women's Day, and she sang a song that she's just about to, I believe, going to release pretty soon. And she like challenged people to put pen to paper. And days later, I was sitting at my desk again, and I was looking at this picture of these really great friends of mine. And there's these three women who had been in my life after my husband passed away. And it was never, "Oh, you poor little thing." It was like, "Hey, come on, we're doing this. We're having a barbecue. We're having this." And I was looking at these women, and I think that's what we need to do in life, is build each other up. Because unfortunately, we don't always necessarily do that. And from, being inspired by the amazing song that Sarah had, and then by these women in my life and these other friends that I have that now, I have two wonderful women who are just like my ride or die. Their names are Lisa and Stephanie, and they're just there. And then these other women were Dinah, Celeste, and Caroline, and they were just so not that it's going to be okay without telling me it's going to be okay. And so I was inspired to write the song Spotlight, and it's for everyone. You, Blue, woman in here. So this is for you. The spotlight holds the weight of the world. The spotlight holds the gazes of the world. Stand up and sing. Stand up and sing. 'Cause here comes the world, my sweet girl. I thought of you today, my sweet girl. I thought of you. Stand up and sing, girl. Stand up and sing, 'cause here comes the world. It's cold when the rain falls down, but it's warm on the stage and the sound. Stand up and sing, girl. you love. You dance inside the fire when life comes along. Only you write your song. You're strong enough to rise where you fall. You're strong enough to hear us, we will call. Stand up and sing, girl. Stand up and sing, 'cause here comes the world. You're strong enough to rise where you fall. You're strong enough to hear us, we will call. Stand up and sing, girl. Stand up and sing, 'cause here comes the world. Here comes the world. Here comes the world. The spotlight holds the weight of the world. The spotlight holds the gazes of the world. Ooh.
Well. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one getting chills this time. Thank you, Blue. Yeah.
So I've got that copywritten and ready to go in, but I haven't recorded it yet because I want women from Houston to sing in a choir along with me in the end of that song. I'm still waiting on a studio and to be able to give the parts out. I've got a friend, I've got two friends who are just amazing in harmonies. Rachel Walker's great in harmonies, and Jean Velasquez is an amazing musician who can just hear like the craziest harmonies. Like, I want to bring them together and for them to build my choir, and me to sit back and go, just tell me where to sing. I don't know, but that's what I want. But I want women from this area, because I just think that we're few and far between. I use that already, but there aren't that many of us, that do this on a regular basis, that have been doing it for a while and have broken into the boys club, because it's hard. It is definitely a boys club. And I'd love to be able to list each and every one of those women who sing that song with me.
Okay. So how do these women get in on this? Like, please.
They can contact me, but there are quite a few that I know already, like Emily, who comes out.
Mhm.
I'd love to have her come sing with me. Like I mentioned Rachel, I would love to have Xtina to come out and sing with me. I would love to have Angie Izart come out and sing with me. I mean, because I've known these women for so long and they have beautiful, great voices, and I want this amazing sound, of this chorus of women singing Stand Up and Sing, because here comes the world. How great would that be? An anthem for us.
There was definitely plenty of women at the showcase.
I know that's right.
So here, let's get this.
Oh, I'd like to get into the studio and get it done, because I think it, in a way, to put Houston out there in the sense of we are a great community of women who lift each other up instead of tear each other down.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, with that said, Mel and Jules from Shame on Me hit up Emily Glazener. They got
amazing.
They got lungs on them.
My son was so like, "Oh, can I get a picture with him?" I was like, "Yeah."
I thought you guys knew them. I saw that and I was like, "Oh wow, that's awesome!" Yeah.
Yeah. I'm raising him the right way. I even had Sarah McGinnis say that she's raising her kids the right way. They've got great taste in music. She said that to somebody, and I was like, but I kept it all inside because you don't want to look like crazy.
Did you get footage of that?
Pardon?
Did you get footage of that?
I got pictures of it. Yeah, it was so great. Like,
I saw those pictures.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see my smile? It was like hugging your aunt. You know that, like, that your favorite aunt, when you get that hug and you're like, oh, this is the best hug ever. That's what it was like. Yeah. She was just amazing. And she's got 2 more shows tonight and tomorrow. And it's just, to be there for one of those first shows. Can't beat it, man.
Well, thank you, Emily, for coming back and truly being part of the Houston Collective, because now you're on KPFT sessions, performed at a Long River showcase. Now you're on the Long River sessions. So I truly appreciate you coming back from the UK, so fresh, and giving us your stories on that and all that. And now that I know that you're looking for women singers to hop on this choir, I'm going to blast this out. Yeah. So more than likely, that's probably going to be the single that I'm going to post out like immediately. And I'm going to send it to everyone that I know that's a chick that's super down to do that. So, yeah, what? No flakes. Well, we're going to cut that part out. So, you threw me off there. You don't know. I didn't know what else to say. So I was like, Anywho, I just want to thank the crew behind the scenes, Blue, Rico, DJ Rico Black, Marlon's back there, TJ, and Basil, who had just left. And please check out the full performance, the video performance by searching YouTube, Long River Sessions, or the Houston Collective. And we hope you enjoyed today's sessions. Until next time, keep local artists. Until next time, keep supporting local artists and to keep music alive. And goodbye. And where's my break? Sorry. I hope that was a good transition for everybody's ears. So yeah, that was the Houston Collective radio show. Amazing, mind-blowing talent. I still work with Emily. We're in the talks. So stay tuned and go check out Emily Glazener. But so I promise you that I do get better. And here's another pitch: KPFT.org. Go there, find the donate button, and say, "Where's my brick?" And I'll do more research and probably figure out what the phone number is so you can call and say, "Where's my brick?"